Am I the a-hole for kicking my pregnant friend out of my wedding? My husband 30M and I 26F recently got married on the 15th. I had invited my friend Lizzie 27F and she was a bridesmaid at my wedding. A few days before the wedding, she told me the good news. She is pregnant. I was obviously over the moon from her but celebrated. She told me she was going to announce her pregnancy at my wedding reception. I basically told her that I was super happy for her and this new chapter of her life. But this was my day. This was my one special day. She can literally tell everybody tomorrow, but she can't tell anyone on my wedding day. I know I sound selfish, but my now husband and I have been waiting for this moment for years, and I don't want to share it. I just want it to be my one day. Anyway, the day of the wedding comes and she makes her speech. At the end of her speech, Lizzie takes ultrasound pictures out of her pocket and says,
"I'm having a baby."
Then goes and sits down. Everyone was pouring their congratulations, and I brought her aside and basically said, "What the F did you do that for?" You know what her excuse was? She said,
"But you announced your pregnancy the week I got engaged."
"My son is 3 now. This was for years ago. She's also got married on my birthday and I never mentioned to anyone it was my birthday as I didn't want to detract from her day. It's not like I owe her the perfect announcement. She's spent the last 4 years trying to get back at me. This isn't the first time, but it's my final straw. I want to say this is her 5th or 6th attempt over the last few years. I told her to leave. She didn't believe me for a second. She thought I was kidding. I told her she was pregnant, so definitely sober, so she could definitely drive herself home. It ended up being the most amazing night, but I do feel I was harsh on her. But at that moment, I felt that it was my only choice. Am I the a-hole for kicking out my pregnant friend for what she did?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. You clearly expressed your boundaries and what you wanted from her on your special day. This was done without ambiguity. She clearly ignored what you asked of her, and indeed, rather than telling all people here and there during the reception, grandstanded about it during a speech which should have been about the subject at hand, you and your wedding. It must have felt like a complete betrayal, which on your wedding day would have been really difficult to take. I am glad you had an amazing night and hope that it is the start of an amazing marriage.
OP replied,
Thank you. I hope so too.
Not the a-hole. You were crystal clear that she shouldn't announce this on the one day. That was completely about you and she didn't honor your request. I'm not sure what she was thinking, to be honest. Was it revenge for you announcing your pregnancy on the week she got engaged? Was it just blatant disregard for your feelings on your big day? Maybe she thought you wouldn't care? Whatever it was not a way to treat the bride on her wedding day, being a close friend and all. You might want to consider reducing contact with this selfish or jealous individual.
OP replied,
I've always been a pretty gentle person. Gentle parent, gentle friend, etc. apart for on this day. But she didn't think I'd do anything. She just thought I'd just give her a talking to. But as I said, she didn't believe me. She didn't think I was actually going to kick her out. She booked her wedding for my 23rd birthday, but I could not care less and attended it. No fuss. But this was my one say.